Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a love reading. I'm not going to put a title like a twin flame, soulmate, karmic. I think we'll know as we do the reading. I am definitely inviting our guides in to help clarify. I feel like there's some who really need direction right now as it relates to their love life, lack of, whatever it may be. So, feel free to ask your guides questions, but in the same breath, I feel like they already know them. So, you may have questions yourself. Hopefully, they get answered in here. We're going to use the Tarot of Night. This is for all signs, by the way, and this is just a reading that I felt called to do. So, we're going to do it, and we're going to let the spread fill out itself. But we have the Four of Swords as our first card, so let's get right into it. Four of Swords. This is timeout, time period. This is a healing, resting. Allowing oneself to heal. Almost, it's like she's looking at the clock and she's like, how much longer? How much longer is something going to hurt? Or how much longer do I have to wait? Probably more hurt because you're healing, right? You're healing. So that's an important step, by the way, the healing. And how much more time will it take, I think, depends. It depends. There's lots of factors in that. There's lots of factors in that. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This queen has her back to the world, right? She's got this beautiful window. Just gorgeous, right? But her back is to it. I feel like she's feeling frustrated. She's definitely feeling sad. Almost like I want to give my love, but I have no one to give my love to. It's interesting too because I feel some are putting a time, what's the word I want to say, like maybe I'm 33 and I haven't fallen in love, or maybe I have fallen in love, maybe I've suffered from that, but also I feel like, I'm not married or I haven't found the one yet. Maybe people around me, they're there, but so anyways, I feel like first of all, she's very beautiful. But I don't feel she feels that in herself. And I also feel like, if I was going to say like when, if I'm allowed to say when, I feel like when the seasons turn. When the seasons turn. So, I always feel like these readings are timeless. You could see it 4 years from now, and it's still, it would resonate with you in some way. Okay, just keep going. We have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. It's like, I don't know, almost like she's got one foot out the door. I don't know if this is happening, because I don't know that much about astronomy, but I feel like something about the moon and Saturn is Aries. No, Aries is Mars, right? Anyway. You know, I almost feel like if I'm in this period anyway, maybe what I should do is delve into myself, delve into my emotional house, figure it out, clean it up. You know what I mean? Like, no more woe is me. Not that we all didn't deserve to be in woes or me's, right? But, you know, this is moving out of that. The healing's coming first. So it's to move you, right, from that energy into something else. The 8 is about a new beginning. And it also feels about yourself. So allowing yourself to have a new beginning. Without carrying the emotional baggage forward. It feels very empowering. I feel like the queen has to, you know, she's got to figure that out. And maybe she is. I see a piano there. I don't think there's one there, but for some, maybe it's playing the piano. Alright, let's keep going. We have the 9 of Cups. Wow. So we went right from the 8 to the 9. I think that's great. Bring this down. Bring this over. I want you to be able to see it. I know these cards are hard to see. That's why I don't use them that often. Excuse me. Okay, so I went away just for a second. I find it very interesting we go from the 8 directly into the 9 of Cups. You know, the 9 of Cups is when you're feeling good, you're feeling happy, you're feeling fulfilled. This isn't about anybody else. This isn't about, you know, what's out there. This is about within you. This is you loving your life because you're creating your life. You know, this queen just is not meant like to turn her back on the world. And it may just be a temporary energy. It is temporary energy. Something has definitely caused her pain. But nonetheless, I feel like the importance of looking within. You know, 9 is all about the, you know, like a reflection. The reflection. And this is you reflecting on yourself. You know, I feel like also in that energy, it's like, it's funny, I see Mother Mary like almost hidden back there behind the window, but there she is. Never that far away. I feel like this woman is becoming like very alluring. And I don't mean that with purpose, although I feel like in a way like she's starting to feel that as a power. Now again, we're keeping it in the light even though we're doing tarot after dark. But I do feel like, you know, like eventually this woman becomes, it can certainly be a man too, comes to this place. You know, what's right before it? The 8 of Cups. So there's no getting around looking at my emotional house. There's no getting around it, right? It's the biggest culprit. And I feel like some of you, you are getting over someone. But I feel like if you also, though, if you allow yourself, and I know it's not everyone, but if you allow yourself, um, I feel like you could find like this real love for life again, like this real joy, like you start inviting friends back into your life again. Um, you know what I mean? Like you venture out more than you normally would. You have your hair done. You start to get in shape. I feel like you start to change, right? You start to change. And it feels good. It feels really good. Okay, let's go above the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Pentacles. You know, um, some of us want things before it's time, I feel like. And it wouldn't serve us. That's why we don't get it. Or if we do get it before it's time, it can be part of what this my emotional house is about, right? The chaos within my house. This is the juggler. She's like, which way do I go? Do I go up the steps? Do I go down the steps? Well, let's go right next to her. We have Judgment. Judgment is your whole spiritual team. This is about the present moment. So, if you're questioning, do I go back or do I go forward? It's telling you here, the here and now. The here and now. This is about a rebirth. And I feel like you just need to be very clear with yourself, because I feel like your guides, your angels, your spiritual counsel would be very clear with you, right? What does not serve you? You should not invest it, right? Don't invest your time if it doesn't serve you. Now, some difficult things do serve you. They teach you, right? And they teach you a sense of a sense of compassion and empathy for others who we find maybe walking in the shoes that we once were. So, I feel like if this is saying, do I go back or do I go forward? Here's your answer. Because it feels like, at least the energy of the Nine of Cups exists in present day moment. Some of it can be my own intention. How I look at the world. Am I looking at it like, wah, wah? I find days when I do that, and I'm like, what am I complaining about? You know what I mean? Like, and you can change that type of energy. I often feel like if you put on like good music, it'll get you out of a bad mood. Don't put on love music. Put on like whatever you listen to, but I feel like every once in a while just jumping in place like 10 times. And I feel like what that does is kind of shakes the negative energy off of you. These are just some of the things I do, and I know it sounds silly. I don't do it a lot, but every once in a while I'll do that. Striking the Superman pose, which just really means that you're open to the universe. I feel like fear not. Your whole spiritual team is with you. All right, let's keep going. We have the King of Swords. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He's looking down at this person in the Eight of Cups. Let's go right beside him. Look at this. We have another king. We have the King of Cups. You know, it's kind of interesting because I feel like, I feel like here I am back here, right? In a sense, and I'm not making fun of it, but because we've all been there. We've all been heartbroken for numerous reasons, right? We've all turned our back on the world, like, I don't want to participate in the world. We've all done that. And what happens is we store so much in our emotional house that it almost feels impossible to clear, impossible to move on. We think this is it. This is as good as it'll get. Like, my life is over. But it's just not the case. It's not the case. There's a period. It's like divine order. Well, part of that is healing. I don't feel like while I'm healing, I should do nothing. I guess you can if you want. But, I feel simply, if something was not serving you, if something was what's the word I'm looking for? Was hurting you, purposely, right? On purpose. Is this what you want to put your energy in? Sometimes we think there can only be one, and it's just not the case. And I feel like someone is going to find that out. Because I feel like, I'm going to use an old-fashioned term, but I feel like all of a sudden there's like these suitors that come out. They're quite different. These two, the King of Swords and the King of Cups. We have the Queen here. Just the way I see it, it seems like the King of Cups is more open. Like I can see more of his skin. I don't know. Let's go below. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like it's a question. When will I have this? When will I really have it? When will it really be? Well, I have to tell you, the Ten of Pentacles doesn't come easy. Like the Ten of Cups. There was a lot I had to learn, right? And I had to learn to be strong. And the Ten of Pentacles is really about stability and planting roots. And these just aren't any roots, right? These are roots that I want them to last. I want them to last. This is where, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles together, it's almost like if I'm a single mother or father here, and I have, children, I feel like, I don't know, it's like a new mom. Anyways, here's the Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel like it came. I don't feel like you've had it yet. Not in this way. I don't feel like you've had it yet. Maybe you think you have, We have look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. All kinds of people coming out. Queen of Pentacles can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Right next to the Ten of Pentacles. As the Queen of Cups is great at nurturing, right? Nurturing and can be a great listener and healer. I feel the Queen of Pentacles is great at figuring out, the things I didn't want to figure out. It's seeing those details. It may even be something that you do, right? I see the details that other people miss. This could certainly be creating my own stability. We have the Ace of Wands, and I feel like saying, here we go. Here we go. Ace of Wands is saying that this ace is going to show. This ace is saying that this path that you either agree to go down or not, it's up to you if you do, it's a path of inspiration, desire, passion, action. I think, I feel like for some, this may sound silly, but I feel like for some, like, some of you said that they were unlucky in love, and I thought about it. I wrote back. Sorry, I hope it's okay. I'm using your comment. And I thought, it's not that we're unlucky in love, right? People aren't unlucky in love. I feel like sometimes the order isn't right. Not for everybody. Some people, I feel like it's when they find their own stability, then, because I feel like as I'm in like my creative house, it's really opening me up to the world. And I mean, in the Ace of Wands, it's kind of saying that. Okay, let's get our last card out. We have, look at this, the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy. It's funny. The Ace, and then, it's like the beginning. But then the Eight of Wands, fast-moving. I simply feel like this is saying that some of you are going to find the right person in the right time. I feel like while you're, the more I allow myself to be in the Nine of Cups energy, and that just means I'm open. I'm open to the world. I'm not looking, it doesn't mean I'm looking. I'm just living. I'm open. I'm enjoying. Even if there's crap going on out there, I can find that, I can find things to be joyful about. And that is the energy. Remember, that manifests right under the Eight of Wands. What I think about, I bring about. On the bottom of the deck, look at this with the Ace of Swords. Two aces. Ace of Swords can talk about communication, writing, singing, talking. It's about truth, your honesty. I feel like it's almost like I gotta demand it. Like I expect it, and therefore I demand it. Well, now, am I saying that right? I give it, therefore I expect it. I feel like in the Ace of Swords, it's for really, it's a time when you are really figuring out what's unique about you. Sometimes we feel lost in this world, like, what am I even doing here? Who even knows I'm here, right? Well, in my eyes, God knows you're here. God put you here. Your angels know you're here. Your spirit guides know you're here. I know you're here. You know what I mean? We know you're here. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's take the Cosmic Tarot. Haven't used it for a while. Let's just look at a couple cards. Well, look at these kings. You know, I feel like these kings, the King of Swords could be someone who is leaving, could be, but I also feel it could be someone who's coming in. And I'm saying that because I feel like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I feel one way, like I'm this Queen of Cups, right? My back is to the world, and I'm feeling one way, and then I don't know, you have realizations, you work it out, whatever it is, and I feel like, and then you're this way, the Nine of Cups, which is your natural energy, and I feel like the world can't help but notice it, right? It's like you're attracting. Maybe that's why I felt like she was alluring. She's attracting. She's attracting suitors. I mean, first thing I want to do is I want to look at the two kings. And, you know, we'll look at the King of Swords first. I don't know if I cut the cards. I feel like I did. But that's alright. You know, I don't feel like these kings is what's making who's ever in the Nine of Cups happy. I feel like who's ever in the Nine of Cups is already happy. That doesn't mean my life is perfect, you know. It doesn't mean your life is perfect. You know, maybe I have a shitty job, but I start finding really good friends. And hang out on the weekend. That type of thing. We have the King of Wands. We have the Magician. We have the Tower. It's interesting because I feel like, you know, it's like the King of Cups. I see more skin, but he does carry the Tower energy, and the Queen down here definitely feels the energy of the Tower. Listen, it could be somebody who's coming back. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, at the beginning of the reading, just felt like. So the King of Wands comes out. And King of Wands would match this Ace of Wands, right? It'd be, now, can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, of course. But I feel like it's more about this person's energy. You know, I feel like, truth be told, if somebody wants me, like, that's nice. But, you know, you have to earn me. You have to deserve me. And it's not in an ego way at all. It's just a knowing my worth, right? It's knowing my worth. Like, I feel like when you get to this point, like, you know, do I want to add you into my life? I don't know. Depends what you can bring to it. Because, believe it or not, I'm feeling pretty good all on my own. You know, the Magician's coming over this King of Cups, and that can represent with the Tower untrustworthy energy. I don't know. But I just feel like because King of Wands is coming over your spiritual team, and listen, I don't mean it just means only, you know, a fire sign. What it means is this person is matching what the universe seems to be bringing to you, the type of journey, which again, and maybe that's why it speeds up. Well, you know, there's no other path where it's going to speed up faster than on the wands. It's funny how some people are like, I just want my past person to come back, but truth be told, you don't. You want better. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you do. That's up to you. But for some of you, they're so much better. That's just waiting. But you have to, it's like you have to find your worth. Okay. Um, I just want to look at the second line, and I want to see, it's like what takes this queen who's got her back to the world and changes her energy, changes her intention, changes um, her outlook. It's her willingness to look at herself and her emotional house. And listen, that doesn't mean you're putting blame on you, but you may notice patterns in that time. If you're truly doing that work, you probably will notice patterns, right? Where like, why do I keep getting these type of people? Well, because I stayed in that like that's the type of energy. You know what I mean? And it's not putting the fault on you. It's just the way the universe works. It's matching your vibration. You want a higher vibration? Take your vibration higher. And I feel like that's exactly what this Nine of Cups. That's exactly what she did. We have the Six of Pentacles. First of all, I feel like it's talking about the year. This is a 6 universal year. This is talking about exactly what I said earlier. The energy you're in the Six of Pentacles is compassionate, giving, helping the underdog. It feels good. You give out of the kindness of your heart. And it says, allow yourself to receive. This is giving and receiving. The card will put it at an unequal number, but I often see it as the 3 and 3, which is very balanced. So, can I say that, again, this may be the year? Well, I don't know. It kind of looks that way. Got a card just flipped over. Well, hello, Nine of Cups. Alright, we have the Four of Cups. 4 Cups coming over this Queen. And I have to tell you right away, I feel like, the 4 Cups is where, I may be in dreamy, like I'm dreaming about what it is I want, but I'm not doing anything about it. I'm not being proactive in how I want my life to be. This to me is a little bit of woe is me. So, I don't know. People keep saying, why do you keep saying, I don't know. And I keep telling you, it's just a habit. And when I say it, I feel like to me, there's meaning behind it. And some of you get it. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Here's the Nine of Cups. 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. You can't go wrong. 9 of Cups, then the Ace. You can't go wrong. So weird, my whole foot just fell asleep. I feel like somebody else is there. Somebody else out there, your foot fell asleep. We have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, it's funny because I feel like if someone's coming back, and again, you do whatever you want to do, But I feel like, like, what you know, what you know. And you can either be honest with yourself, or you can not. Um, or you can, or maybe I'm wrong. But here's the thing. I do feel like there's someone coming back, and, they may say they miss you, what have you, and you may miss them, and you may miss them. But I have to tell you, I don't feel like they're coming back in legit type energy. And the reason why I'm saying that is, and you know what? You'll know it. You'll feel it. If you get worried, like you're in a reading, like, oh, how will I know? You will feel it. Your gut will tell you. Don't, it's like that gut instinct, and then we can talk ourselves out of it. It's like the red flags, and then we just pretend they weren't there. You know what I mean? When you know, you know. And I have to tell you the reason why. I feel like if this person comes back in and they said that to me, I would simply just say no. 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 And you know why I'm saying no? Not that I'm even telling them that. Because why? It's just no. No explanation needed. The answer is no. But in myself, what I'm thinking is no, there's more, right? There's cups yet to be discovered. There's cups that can take me to the Ten of Cups. I can take myself there, type of energy. And I don't feel like one person, somebody is it. And then I feel like, it's almost like your spirit guides are like, we know. What do I want to say? Like, when you want to, how do I say this? Like, when you, and I can think of my own life, like, many times, like, when I was ready to do better, all of a sudden I did better. All of a sudden my life started to change. But it had to take me wanting it first. And I don't know, like, it had to take me wanting it first. Okay, anyway. I'm going to stop shuffling. I'm going to give it one more, and I'm going to pull off the top. We have Temperance. So, I'm looking at this King of Wands who's coming over. Again, your ancestral family, your team. Temperance is about divine timing, divine order. We've been talking about divine order. Now we're talking about divine timing. Win. Like this lady, this person's laying on the clock. Like, when will the time be over? When will new time begin? Temperance is saying at the right time. Right? All in divine timing. Now, that has so much to do with you. There's so much, because first of all, you're at the Two of Pentacles to open this reading. Nobody can make up your mind. It's you who takes the action, right? You have free will, and nobody can mess with that. I'm sure God can mess with it, but you know what I mean? You have free will. You've been given free will. So you may decide not to go up the steps at this time. You may decide to go back down. And Temperance may say, one of those two is not divine timing. Card of Sagittarius. If there is anyone who's in control of my love life, it's Temperance. I would want. And Temperance, one of Temperance's major message is let go of control. Right? Let go of control. If you cannot control it, let it go. That's what I meant to say. What you cannot control, let it be. Let it go. And leave it and have the best intent, right? And the best like expectation and then let it be. And I have a feeling so it will be. Alright. Since we decided to clarify the whole deck, let's go ahead and also look at the bottom. I can already see we're going to end up with fives, these two fives. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That's your destiny. That's time moving. You remember, time was not moving within the Four Swords. That's the rest period. It's not a time for movement. But now, I feel like now the clock starts moving. We have Judgment again. Judgment coming over the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Five of Swords. Wow. You know, the five and the five of cups, the Five of Swords. I just want you to know, like, I feel like someone can really play with your mind. Right? Like this opportunity comes to you and is meant for you, but do you deny it? Based on what I feel is falsehood. Anyway. Five of Swords. You know, this person in here thinks that they're pinned down, right? I can't move, Sandy. The swords are holding me down. Well, they're not. That's an illusion, right? This is about toxic energy. What has been toxic in your world? What has not served you? So, even in this Five of Cups, if somebody shows up, it's the first thing I feel like your guides will show you or remind you. You know, like the red flag. Alright, we got a lot. But I'm going to take them. Because they're probably going to tell their own story. We have the Princess of Swords. I feel like, you know what? Some of this is really a lesson in learning how to cut ties. Cut ties that aren't serving me. I got to learn it. Right? It's just part of living this life. What ties are not serving me? At fives. Fives gives us the opportunity to stop, drop, and roll. No. Stop. Look. Ask yourself questions. Princess of Swords, I'm learning how to use that sword. I'm learning who I am uniquely. You know, I'm learning to gain my voice back. The ace is right here. It's all about you. We have the Two of Cups. Well, hello, Ace of Cups. Wow. We have the Empress. We have the Hangman. And then we have the King of Cups. Boy, do I hate to keep picking on this King of Cups, because it may not be a water sign at all, but what I am feeling is someone like being all mushy, trying to work their way back again. I feel like the Hangman is the block. The Empress, I feel like, is what you have grown to become. Who you have grown to become. Male or female. This is just using more of my feminine, nurturing type energy. You know, I am gentle, but I am also strong. I am powerful. Right? But I'm also nurturing. I'm also compassionate. All of that. But I'm very creative. Remember, we have the Queen of Pentacles looking at that Ten of Pentacles. And I find it interesting that the Two of Cups is over here with the Ace of Cups, with the Empress. And then over here, almost feel separate. So we have the Hangman with the Five of Swords above him, and then this King of Cups. If I just look up in the line, he follows all the untrustworthy energy. So I feel like you gotta go, because this is on the horizon. When I feel like a lot of that depends on you. A lot of that depends on the freeing of oneself, the cutting of ties, no more, waiting for Mr. or Mrs. Wrong, um, living life the way you want to live your life, your voice, all of that, taking your power back. That's the Empress. The Empress also gives, right? But I don't give to just anybody. I give to those that I know I'm giving a hand up. And, I mean, here's the Ace of Cups, Judgment coming out again, who is also bringing out this Two of Cups, and connected to this Ace of Cups. So when I tell you, like, sometimes we spend energy, wasted energy, over people that, let's just put it this way, are not your forever people. We think they are, right? Because when we're in it, we think, well, this is forever. But sometimes it's just about a lesson. Even if they're soulmates, right? They can come in, they can come in for 5 years. You teach me, I teach you. Maybe we don't know that. Maybe I don't realize that until years later when I do my soul work. And I feel like while you're doing that soul work, there's, like in this alluring energy, is that you sending this energy out to the universe and the universe responding? Like, okay, now you're ready. Now it's time. Now it's time for the wheel spin. The Ten of Pentacles is here. I feel like another thing that says to you is the stability that you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's great to have a love affair, but, have a love affair, you have no money, and I'm paying everything, and you have no home, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm bathing, like, wait a minute, I'm not sure I signed up for that. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like even if, people haven't reached their full potential, they're working towards it. Right? They're putting down roots. Their morals match your morals. That this more up here, no. That doesn't match who you are. And you know that. You're much better. I don't know. Oh, I was going to say, I don't know why I have 2 cards, but I put them over there. So, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because I don't want to make this long. I know some of you love the long readings, and I love doing a long reading, and this probably is long. I'm just looking at the cards. It probably is long. But I know some of you, like the shorter ones, too. You may not have as much time to watch a video. Again, I want to remind you, check out my playlist. I do all types of readings to help you along the way, like Who Was I? Takes you back to past lives. What have I didn't clear there that maybe I brought here. Your life path numbers, your personal year numbers, they're all done. They're under a playlist. And what else do I want to say? Your 2022 in review. Each sign is done. So, we're in the year of the lovers, by the way. We are in the year of the lovers. This kind of matches that. Maybe that helps us understand, again, timing. So, I love you guys. I thank you. I wouldn't be me without you, and I know that. So, thank you. Thank you for your love. I do ask for your prayers for Sam to, he's having a hard time shaking COVID, and it's starting to worry me a little bit. Like, I feel like I'm over it. I have a little grogginess, but other than that, I'm over it. So your prayers would be greatly appreciated. And you definitely have mine that, this manifest for you. The angels are saying, if you want my help, you gotta ask. You have to ask if you want my help. Your guides are saying, we are helping. We do send you signs. We send you red flags, right? We send you messages through songs, through numbers, through colors. You know you think for a second. You stop for a second, like, maybe you see like 333 on the clock. I've been seeing a lot of like 777, 888, 333. I don't know. In the reading, it's like a lot of triple numbers. I didn't really look in this one, but though I am seeing a lot of major arcanas. So, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I will see you next time at my table. Oh, my lights just dimmed. And it's almost like my spirit guides gently bowing out. I love you. I'll see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.